Were you like me today, looking forward to the PSVR2 PC adapter so you could play your PC VR games on your headset, only to find out they didn't have any? Let's talk about it. Cue the music, Simone. VR music corner. Yeah, that's Simone. If you watch any of my other videos and you hear a dog in the background, that's her. If you see my camera jiggle because she gets caught up in the cord, that's her. So, anyway, for months, Sony has been talking about PSVR2 PC adapter. It's coming out. We're going to be able to play PC VR, Half-Life Alyx, all that stuff on our PSVR2 headset. And only to find out today, when you go to try to buy one, it's not available. So, I'll be honest with you. I was in a very bad mood today. I don't normally rant. If you scroll through my videos and you see where I talked about PSVR2, here she goes. I talked about PSVR2 and what a great system it was and how I was looking forward to, these other games coming out. I try to keep a positive aspect, about everything. And I don't know. I was just in a mood today. I got to the point look, if you know me, you already know. If you don't, I will tell you. In July of 22, a little over 2 years ago, my wife was diagnosed with cancer. And it's been an uphill battle the whole way for her. I've been here trying to help her, and I'm not trying to compare my suffering to hers because she is the one going through this, but I'm here as her caretaker trying to take care of her and make sure that she has what she needs. So I'm having to deal with insurance companies, I'm having to deal with the doctors, and her sister's been a big help to me as well, trying to coordinate stuff to make sure that she gets what she needs. And today, she's going in for chemo tomorrow. And we had to make sure that the medicine was right because we're changing chemos. But as far as because the old chemo's not working anymore, we need to get back to the good stuff. So we're trying to get that switch back. We still hadn't heard from the doctor if that's going to happen or not. She needs some pain medication because she's in extreme pain. I am glad to report that by the end of business, she got everything got laid out the way it's supposed to be. She's going to get the right chemo tomorrow. She's got her pain meds. So, everything is the way it needs to be with that. But trying to deal with that all day long was irritating, to say the least. So, a lot of my days consist of me, my dog is just constantly doing stuff. A lot of my days consist of me getting her comfortable, getting her what she needs, and then I go and do my thing. A lot of these videos that I make and trying to learn new songs for the band stuff, I do that after I've gotten her comfortable. So I got her comfortable, and my plan was afterwards maybe I can hook up the PSVR2 adapter to my trusty gaming laptop here, and I can maybe make a new video. What's Half-Life Alyx look like on the headset? Blah, 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 blah. But I found out I found out later that I cannot find this headset, this adapter anywhere. Even though Sony just finished, I think it was about a 2-week sale on the headset, they knocked the thing down $200. So their sales went through the roof, 2,000% from what I saw online. So they sold a ton of headsets, but now there's no adapters to be had. I'm a member of the PSVR2 community on Facebook. I looked on there. People were talking about trying to find it, and there were some people that had posted, well, the scalpers bought them all up. So I go to eBay. Now, I was not going to pay an exorbitant amount of money for this thing, but I looked on eBay just to see what was out there, and the only ones I saw were from Germany, Japan, and Canada. I did not see any U.S. people selling this adapter. So I don't know what happened, but all I know is the thing was supposed to release today and I can't get it. So, okay, I have to stop and realize I'm dealing with real life problems here. When you have a loved one that has cancer, that's a real life problem that you have to deal with. A video gaming type device is really kind of stupid to be worked up about. But I guess I was just kind of in the mood to rant because I was in a mood already. And I thought, you know what, maybe this is the time to capture those emotions. Because I just don't understand why Sony does not support this headset more than it does. I mean, the PS5 is a very powerful gaming system. It can run pretty much anything a PC can run. You may have to suffer. It can run. I'll say this: it can run anything a PC can run. You may have to dial back a little bit here and there, but it will work very well, actually. But for some reason, Sony just threw this headset out there and just, it's like they just kind of, let's see how it goes. No, you need to promote it. You need to push this thing. Look at what Meta has done with the Quest. Good grief, that thing is sold. I mean, they have blown the thing wide open as far as VR goes. Now, they do have an advantage. It's untethered. It's a standalone headset. You don't have to buy a PlayStation 5 or a PC or whatever. It's a standalone headset. But the PS5 has a lot of power. It can run. It can run anything a PC can run. And there's been some great games come out on the PlayStation 5 VR. The first thing I played was Gran Turismo 7. The game's amazing. Beautiful game. Resident Evil 8. Great game. Very immersive. Just scares the crap out of you type game. Hubris. Beautiful, beautiful game. A lot of fun. Call of the Mountain. Another great game where you really get to see where the graphics kick in. Firewall Ultra. I know a lot of people may argue with me. That is a great game. It looks great. It plays great. It did not launch great, but it plays great now. But again, Sony screwed it up. From the research I've done, the videos I've watched about Firewall Ultra, and watching people that made videos that came from First Contact Entertainment that made that game, is that Sony pushed them to release that game before it was done. So what happens? They release a game that's not done. It's got bugs. People get mad. People crap all over it on the internet, and nobody wants to play it. I can tell you that right now, as of right now, Firewall Ultra is a very stable, fun game to play. However, the last 2 times I tried to play it, I had to get with some friends online to play private matches because we could not. It took too long to get a public match going. You just sat there waiting for people to join the lobby, and it was annoying. But it's a fun game to play. So please, if you're out there and you have a PS5 and you have the PSVR2, get Firewall Ultra. Leave me some comments. I will come play with you. I will play that game with you all day long. It's a great game. But by releasing it early, before it was ready, people just, like I said, they crapped all over it. And it is what it is. So I will tip my hat to the people that are making Behemoth. Behemoth was supposed to be out last November, I believe. And they came out and said, this game's not going to be ready for another year. I mean, they delayed this game a year. Not a week, not a month. They delayed it a year. However, there have been people that have been playing versions of this game that are available for reviewers to come out and check out. And they say it's an amazing game. It's going to be great. And I'm looking forward to it. If they had only waited a month to release Firewall Ultra, maybe it would be experiencing a lot more love instead of hate, because it's a good game. The graphics in that game are amazing. The gun hand, everything is just, it's a spot on game. So I guess I just don't understand why Sony, they have the PlayStation 5. It's a great, there she goes. It's a great console. It's got a lot of power. The PSVR2 headset, amazing headset. It's a great headset. It's got everything. But for some reason, they just kind of throw it out there and they don't push it. If they'd have had the same excitement about the PSVR2 that Meta has for their headset, I think it'd be doing a lot better. Get some exclusives, get something, get all these games that are on PC, get them over to PlayStation. There was a new game just released, Tomb Explorer, I think. It's kind of a Indiana Jones meets Lara Croft type thing. From what I can tell, it's a great game. It's only available on PC. So, I don't know. All I can say is PlayStation has some games coming up that are going to be available. Alien. I am looking forward. I'm going to be first day players on all these games. Alien, Ark and Age. Dang, I'm drawing a blank. There's another one. There's a third game coming out. Anyway, whatever it is, I'll think of it in a minute. But there's some new games coming out that are going to be really, I think, going to be game-changing games. But they're coming out on other platforms as well. Sony needs to get an exclusive to really push this headset, you know. And I was thinking earlier about how Behemoth. That's the other one. I already mentioned it earlier. So you got Behemoth, Alien, and I think I'm drawing a blank on the other one. Behemoth, Alien, and Ark and Age. Those are going to be some great games that are going to be on, and I'm going to play those games. Even though I have a gaming PC, I'm going to play them, and I have a Quest 3, and I think they're coming out on all of them. I think all those games are coming out on all those platforms. I'm going to play it on the PlayStation. I think if you can play a console game versus a PC game, to me, I would choose the console because it's going to be a more stable environment. You don't have to worry about drivers. You don't have to worry about updating your graphics card or your this or that. I went through that for years. I was a PC gamer for over 10 years. From the early 90s to early 2000s, I was a PC gamer. And I was constantly building new systems, upgrading my memory, or upgrading the graphics card, or putting a new motherboard in, a new chip, a new CPU, or building the whole new system all over again. I mean, I've been through all of that with PC gaming. The thing that's good about consoles is if they release a game for PlayStation, it's going to work on the PlayStation. If they release one for Xbox, same thing. So that's when I kind of started making a shift from the Xbox and the Xbox 360. I started going more that way. And then I realized, there's a lot of great games. There were some good games on Xbox, the original Xbox, that looked really good, that would have taken a much beefier PC to run. And then somewhere in the early 2000s, a game came out called Serious Sam. First-person shooter, kind of I wouldn't call it a wave shooter, but it's a first-person shooter where you're taking on tons of enemies all at once, and it's just bloodshed everywhere. Serious Sam was a lot of fun. But I remember the graphics in that game were so good. I mean, they were so much better than other PC games were. And it was made by some little independent company off in Eastern European somewhere, but they figured out a way to make a lower end PC play high end graphics. So then I didn't get the original Quest. I did get the Quest 2. And the Quest 2, I could tell the graphics in those games were not as good. They were okay, but it was not as good as even the PlayStation 4 VR games. Until Dr. Beef came out with his Doom 3 mod for, and you could download it through SideQuest, and you could play Doom 3 on your Quest 2. And the graphics in that game were amazing. I mean, just I mean, it was better than anything Quest had out at that time, you know. And so I was like, wow, they really can make more with less. So, you know, I don't know. I'm just kind of ranting and rambling a little bit because, like I said, I'm in a mood. But I just stopped to think, you know, all these times I was told you need to upgrade your system to play this or whatever, I really didn't have to. They just chose to make me do it, and I did it like a dummy. Meanwhile, Sony has the PlayStation 5, which is a very powerful gaming system. And they got that VR2 headset, and it's a great headset. Why are they not supporting it more than they are? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I think it's almost like they have conceded to Quest. All right, you guys win. We'll just pick up the scraps. I mean, that's kind of how it feels to me. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to keep searching. I'm on a tracking website so that I can get the adapter whenever it comes out, and you know, I'll try to make a video seeing how it looks. Now, the reviews that are out of people who have used the adapter, put PSVR2 on the PC, they said it works pretty good. Apparently, though, there have been some issues with Bluetooth. Apparently, to use the controllers, the PlayStation controllers, you have to have Bluetooth. So if your PC doesn't have Bluetooth, you're going to have to get an adapter. And some of those adapters are not working as well as others. So do your research. If you don't have Bluetooth, do your research before you buy a Bluetooth adapter so that you get the right one. If you have Bluetooth in your PC, which I do, we'll just see how it does. If I need to upgrade it, I will. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm just in a mood. You know what? I thought, you know what? I'm in this crazy mood. Let's make a video and capture that emotion. You know, I don't understand it because PlayStation has a great headset. So great that people are willing to buy it just to play PC VR on. I mean, you got the Valve Index, you got Pimax, you got tons of other headsets out there you could buy, but the PlayStation VR2 is, even at $550, it's cheaper than all the other ones. It's the same price, I think, as the Quest 3 now. So it's not overpriced, but I just wish they would do more to promote the PlayStation environment. That's how I got into VR. I bought a PlayStation 4, I bought the PSVR headset, and that's how I got into VR. I have to admit, if Quest had been out when I got into VR, Christmas of 2018, I may have never bought any of these headsets, to be quite honest. But I got into it through PlayStation, and I've played some really cool games on even the old one. I've played some good games on there. The new one has such potential. Arizona Sunshine 2, amazing game. It's fun. It's exciting. It's got great graphics. The gameplay, everything is great about that game. And all the other games I mentioned earlier. There are some really good games out there on PlayStation. But I just feel like Sony's kind of pooped on this one. They missed the boat somewhere, and I don't know how to tell them to fix it. I mean, maybe if they invite me over there, I'll tell them, but nobody's going to listen to me. They've got a great headset, they've got a great console, and they're just not doing what they need to do to make it work right, or to make more people want it. Like I said, they just did a 2,000% increase in sales. There's a lot more headsets out there. I would hope most of those people had a PS5, and maybe they'll get into it. And, you know, so those games that I mentioned, Arcane Age and Alien, Behemoth, when they come out, I'm going to buy them on PlayStation. I'm going to buy them the second they're available. I'm going to download them. So hopefully, and I'll make videos on every one of them. And so if you want to see how they play, come check me out. I will walk you through at least the first half hour or so of the game to let you know how it is. So I don't know. I'm kind of rambling and I'm kind of ranting, but it's just one of those days. And what I couldn't do is something simple like buy the new adapter that's supposed to be out today. I don't know. Something pushed me over the edge today. I'm just in one of those moods. So, we'll try again tomorrow. But if you have the PSVR2 adapter and you've tried it, leave some comments. Let everybody know how is it? Is it working the way it's supposed to? Did you have those Bluetooth problems? Hopefully you don't. Some people are saying Sony could have put the Bluetooth in the adapter, which would have been great. I mean, how much would it cost them? $10? Yeah, okay, so the thing's $70 to $60. Do that if you're relying on Bluetooth to track your controllers. Put it in the thing. I mean, come on, what is going on? I don't know. It's almost like a bunch of crazy people are running the system over there. You know what? If Sony had their people would just listen to the fan base, I think they might do a little better. But if you don't have a PlayStation VR2, I'm telling you, it's a great headset. I just hope Sony will back it up down the road. Because after these next 3 games, these big 3 that I'm talking about, some people have speculated that's going to be the end of Sony and PSVR2, and they're just going to rely on people buying it to play PC on. I hope that's not what happens. But we'll just have to wait and see what does happen. So maybe a year from now, I'll make another video, and hopefully that's not what happened. Hopefully there's a bunch of new games coming out on PlayStation that we can all play together and, and go. So like I said, I got more important things to worry about right now, so I'm not gonna fret it too much. But anyway, if you want to play Firewall Ultra, you got a PS5, you got a PSVR2 headset, hit me up, put in the comments, give me your PSN. I'll friend you. Let's play. It's a great game. Like I said, Sony just let it fart its way out the side over here. So anyway, if you're of the type of person who believes in prayer, pray for my wife. She's not doing well right now. So if everything works right, this new medication, she should make improvements in the next week or 2. If she doesn't, we'll see. But if you believe in prayer, please pray for her. And I'll let you know how it goes. So anyway, that's what I'm going to focus more on, the important things in life, not stupid video games. Like I said, I was just in a mood and I felt like ranting, so I did. So anyway, y'all take it easy, and I'm going to make sure Simone here has plenty of food to eat, and so that my mother is not angry with me for not feeding her dog properly. She eats pretty well, by the way. Don't get me wrong. She does pretty good for herself. She sleeps on a king-size bed at night, so she's all right. So anyway, y'all take it easy, and I will see you. Maybe I'll see you online. Blade735 Lucky is my PSN. Hit me up. I'll play with you. I'll play whatever. If you got a game you want to play and I don't even have it, I'll buy it. Let's go. Let's do this. All right. Y'all take it easy. Hit that like and subscribe, and peace.